This is not a review. I don't think it's fair to review a book that I'm DNFing. Update. I'm DNFing a book. This doesn't happen very often. I'm disappointed in myself. But this is why I'm not finishing this book. I just can't get into it. Here's the book I'm reading, The Hurricane Wars. I wish I had something nice to say. I do not. I'm really trying to get into it. I'm about a third of the way through, and I'm not vibing with it at all. I usually power through books I don't like. For example, I've read these books and I didn't like them, but I finished them. But this one, I can't get into it. Like, I've tried it. Every time I pick it up, I'm so bored with it. And I don't know what else I can do. Like, it's just, there's so much world building at the beginning of this book, and it's so dense, and there's so much information that's just getting like thrown at me. I just don't feel like I'm getting a lot of enjoyment out of reading this, because like, as I'm trying to learn these characters, I'm also getting like bombarded with a lot of world building, and I don't like books like that. If you could tell from previous reviews, I kind of like things that are more show and not tell, but the world building in this book is so dense that it's tell, and it comes across very clunky. I see so many good reviews of this book. People like the romance. I guess where I'm quitting, for lack of a better word, is the romance really hasn't developed much. They're still enemies, not yet lovers. And I think it's likened to like Kylo Ren and Rey from Star Wars. I don't know much about that, but I don't know. I'm not vibing with it. I really wanted to like this book. I even had requested the next one from Libby prematurely, thinking I was gonna like this one a lot because it's fantasy and it's got that sci-fi, it's got cool storm magic, it's enemies to lovers, it's very much a book that falls under the category of books that I like to read. However, I'm not vibing. I don't know. The writing is not fun to follow. It's clunky. I'm not getting into it. The characters, I feel like they're not really developing. And I know I'm only a third in, so take this with a grain of salt. I haven't gotten very far into this book. I'm not, and I don't think I can see myself finishing it or starting the next one, obviously, if I haven't finished this one. So that's it. I think maybe the issue is pacing. I think if there was a lot more action at this beginning section of the book, I might have gotten more into it, and then we could have done the world building later. But the main character, she's got a lot going on, and it's too much. I think she's got too much conflict at the beginning of this book and not a lot of action. And I wanted to give you guys the update. So the next book I will be finishing will be this one, probably. I have a ways to go. I'm enjoying it. It's also a little bit out of my genre, but I like the writing style of this, so that should be the next video you see. You'll see it when I'm done reading it, and then after that, on my schedule, the next book I'm going to read is the second book in a series that I just posted a video about that I should remember the name of, about that sun and moon couple. I don't know. I'll put it here. The next book I'm going to read is after this one. Is this one. I have to go look on my Fable and see what's on my schedule, what I'm doing. So yeah, that's it. I'm DNFing. If you read this book and it's worth it, here's the thing, is I'm only a third of the way through. I feel like maybe I can power through, and once things get good, if you've read this book, please tell me if it picks up after this point. Maybe I'll give it a go. Maybe I'll see about finishing it. Right now, I'm ready to set it down and give up. If enough people were like, oh, power through, then sure I will, but I don't think I'm going to. But it looked like, I looked at some reviews on Fable, and it looked like a lot of people were saying like they also didn't finish it. So that makes me feel a little bit better, so it's not just me. But then a lot of people were giving it like really high reviews. So what should I do? I don't know. I'm probably gonna read other things. It's on my Kindle, so tell me if I am making a huge, horrible, terrible mistake and that it's gonna be the best book I've ever read in my life, and then I will continue reading it. So that's just my update. So I will see you next time with a book review, hopefully for my book club book for the month. And yeah, that will be that. Bye.